The most powerful thing you can do is remember your divinity. Divinity, the state of being divine, possessing the nature of a god, or the divine essence itself. There's a lot of instability and chaos in the world right now, and we're all handling it in different ways. Maybe you're ruthlessly cutting out what feels risky. Maybe you're developing an escape plan. Maybe you're building community. Maybe you've driven headfirst into finding the answers about how things got this way. None of these actions are inherently better than others. They all provide practical and much needed benefits. They're also a way of regaining a sense of control and finding meaning in a profoundly upsetting time. But there is something you can do that's more powerful than all of that. Remember your innate divinity. Beneath your identity, the roles you play in relationships in our society, the activities that keep you busy, the structures of your life, the story of who you think you are divinity itself, living in a reality created by that same divinity. Underneath it all, you are loved and loving. You are abundant. You are wise. You are powerful. You are a creator. You are whole. You're more than this limited human you think you are, and all the ways you've suffered, overcome, achieved, failed, made mistakes, caused harm, been a victim. You are an eternal being, a light with no beginning or end, and a fractal that's very much a part of the one light we all came from. You have worn many bodies, lived many lives here on earth, and the same is true for everyone around you, whether they've loved you, opposed you, antagonized you, or stood with you. We came here together, in constellations, in collaboration and in strife, in a field of amnesia, for one reason, to help each other remember. So the most powerful thing you can do right now is remember your divinity. Forgetting is the original trauma. If your divinity is truth, it's natural to wonder, why does my life and the world not reflect that? Your bank account balance might be worrisomely low, or full of money you don't feel safe spending. You may feel incomplete without a partner, or stifled and fragmented by the partner you're with. You might be full of judgment and resentment about your real or imagined flaws, or drowning in the effort it takes to maintain perceived perfection. Not to mention the state of the world, full of violence, inequality, strife, suffering. There's reasons for all of this, to be sure. Events that happened in the past that led to things as they are now. Justifications, arguments, stories, some of which you inherited from your caregivers, your ancestors, your culture. Some you created to cope with whatever you experienced. Well, what if all these problems actually began before they ever manifested? What if all that's just a symptom of you and everyone forgetting your innate divinity? Not proof of unworthiness or imperfection or lack of power, but simply an indicator that you forgot the truth. You are divine. The amnesia that comes from being human is the original trauma. When we forget our infinite nature, then limitation is reflected in our reality. There's pain, there's suffering, there's shame, and we make assumptions about the world, about ourselves, about our value and worth, about our power based on these experiences and our interpretation of them. We build coping mechanisms to protect us from experiencing more pain, and those coping mechanisms continue to reinforce, deepen, and entrench the forgetting, severing us further from the truth. So what do you do about this? Remembering must happen in the body. To be a human, especially at this point in our evolution, is an incredibly awkward contradiction. If you are able to intellectually accept the truth that you are divine, an infinite being in physical form, that infinite nature doesn't look or feel very infinite. Take a moment to bring any issue in your life, a symptom of forgetting, to your mind. Just notice the first thing that happens. Maybe there's a rush of intense emotion, so overpowering that you can't even stay with them, so you distract yourself with something, anything else. Maybe there's paralysis. Maybe there's anger, or blame, or shame, or resentment. Maybe there's a mental lightning storm as you plan and strategize how to fix it. Maybe there's a surge of willpower so you can take corrective action. In all of these cases, you feel negative emotion, you think about exerting effort within time and space, you have to do something to get somewhere or achieve a desired state. All of this is a complete opposite of being an infinite divine being, or so we think. But here we are. Let it go for now, because at this level, All of it is a form of sabotage, because even willpower, even strategy and action, are just another part in the forgetting. Remembering your divinity is just step zero in a larger process. It's a reframe to support what you actually have to do to embody your divinity. From the perspective and consciousness of the divine being that you actually are, you are going to have to fully love and accept all of your emotions, everything that's happened to you, everything you've done, all of your conscious and unconscious habitual coping and survival strategies, and everything that's resulted from you forgetting your divinity. In essence, you'll have to completely love and accept your humanness and all your experience inhabiting space and time. Because if you truly are accepting the truth of your divinity, feelings are nothing to be overwhelmed by. There's nothing and no one to blame because nothing is actually wrong. There's no action to take because there's nothing to fix. You are already in the state and place you need to be in. There's no goal to reach. Hold your humanity in love. Underneath it all, you are a divine being, fully whole and infinite in nature. So what's in the way of embodying that is a way your identity is splintered and fractured in ways that will take you a long time to fully come to terms with. There are many parts of you separate even from the limited identity you've taken on through your family role, vocation, social group, and other aspects that make you, you. They live in your subconscious, deep in your mind, deep in your body, parts still present from childhood, from adolescence, from the version of you that was hurt and then built scar tissue around that hurt to protect the larger you. Honor them. Feel their presence in your emotional field, in your energy, in your posture, and give them what they never got: love, compassion, presence, acceptance. Let them be held in the infinite love and compassion of the highest love in all existence, whether you call it God, Source, the universe, or love itself. That love is becoming more present every day, more accessible, more within and around you. Let these splintered parts receive that love, receive what they need, then surrender them to the earth, to the universe, to your own heart, wherever they need to go to feel complete. The end goal of all of this isn't just healing. My sense is that it's bringing the reality and truth of divinity more fully into form, rather than leaving form behind and going back into oneness. This is a process, one that's very layered and quite complex as you begin to unravel the narrative of your life. It will take a long time to be complete, if there is such a thing. You can do it intuitively or follow technical procedures. Reach out if you'd like support in a one-on-one guided session, or to learn the techniques and processes that have worked for me.